All right, fam, check it out. So we have essentially a brand new Genesis SUV here. But even with like a vehicle that only has like 500 miles on it or whatever, it still needs some love. So we had some water spotting, some basic stuff, and we're going to be doing a very light paint correction and scratch and chip repair. So we're going to be using this Perfectit number 3 from 3M. It's actually great. So once you wipe down everything and you get the whole vehicle more or less clean, you can go right to the buffing and polishing step as long as you don't have a whole bunch of embedded contaminants. So those are like tiny little, it's hard to describe what they are. I might do a show like a showcase kind of video where it's like really close up. But you can see that there's like little tiny, like almost not quite microscopic, but really small little beads of either tar or goo or dirt or those sorts of things that end up on the surface of clear coat and paint. And when you have a lot of that kind of garbage, that's when you would want to do a clay bar as part of your decon step. In this case, not necessary for a basically new vehicle. So we're doing a basic one-step paint correction and polish over the whole car. Super light. We're using a very soft foam pad, and I'm using a rotary buffer with it. Now, apparently there's some kind of controversy going on about dual action buffers, DAs, versus rotary, which are single action buffers that just rotate without like shaking or vibrating or jiggling or anything like that. And it is mostly irrelevant. Most of the controversy comes down to which one cuts better. It's not even up for debate. You're going to get so much more power out of a rotary buffer that's a forced action, one that like really pushes and puts a lot of friction and force into the cut. I prefer the rotary because it's so much faster. The DA, on the other hand, will get the job done for sure. And really, the answer is just work with whatever you're comfortable with and will produce good results. So you check this out. We haven't wiped anything off. It's really straightforward. I love this particular polish because it finishes really nice. There's no hazing. There's really nothing in the way of holograms or anything like that. Hologramming is interesting. Sometimes that will come up as sort of an issue, and what I found is that it's more about it's less about the cut when you're doing the buff and polish, though that can be an issue if you're using higher cut stuff on, say, a super high gloss black vehicle or something like that. You may end up getting some holograms in the finish. It really, what it's about is making sure you just wipe down things properly. Clean rags, clean pads, all that sort of basic stuff. Once you start finishing up your wipe down, the next phase we're going to here is I'll be applying a 7-year ceramic coating. This is a hybrid graphene thing from Adams. I love this stuff. I have used it for years, and the clients that I've done it for are just blown away with the results. This kind of stuff is there's so many gimmicky like ceramic coatings out there, and they all vary really by the concentration level of the active ingredient, which is going to be the silica or the quartz crystal that they put into the coating. So there's a bunch of different companies that provide this product. I like Adams because they've been around for a long time. Their marketing is actually pretty insane, and it's a great product. Like, it's just an excellent product. And I've been through dozens and dozens of different coatings at varying levels of like consistency and quality. There's really solid 3-year coatings out there. There's really solid 5-year coatings, and in this case a 7-year. And Adams actually has a more advanced version of the formula that's a higher concentration of the active ingredients, and it literally lasts almost 10 years. Like their manufacturer guarantee is 9+ years, which is just kind of ridiculous. So the trick with ceramic coating is making sure that you level things properly. That means literally just wiping it down. Once you apply it, it goes through a process called flashing, and it literally goes through a chemical reaction with the air and with sunlight where it forms crystals and lattices and instantly gets hard. So it takes maybe a few minutes, and then you just have to wipe it down and level it so it comes out beautiful like this. So check it out. No high spots. It's just glorious.